And this is what draws people into spirituality, this intuition of being. It flickers into people's awareness now and then. It's for many people, it just begins to creep into consciousness, to creep into awareness at the smallest and most subtle moments. When quite by surprise, you're just sort of taken, not even necessarily in a big way, but at the oddest moments, walking down the sidewalk, and somehow this other dimension kind of tickles you, lets you know it's there. This other dimension of being, it's sort of that sudden feeling of a totally causeless sense of well-being or connectedness, or sometimes seeing beauty in something that you wouldn't think before had any beauty in it at all. Have you ever done that? You ever looked at something that even you would usually think is ugly? Some trash can overflowing, or, I don't know what it is. Just some odd thing that you wouldn't think was beautiful, and all of a sudden, for a moment, you're struck by the beauty of it. Have you had that happen? It could even happen with somebody that you formerly thought you really disliked, you had a problem with, and then something glimmers like through the corner of your awareness, and it's just something beautiful. Right? This is most people's first connection with this level, with the dimension of being. The beingness that is actually flowing in and through their humanity, their humanness. It's this sort of beauty. It often starts as that moments of just sort of wonder or awe. It's looking up in the night sky and realizing that you really don't know anything about it at all. And so there is this, I don't know what other word to use, unfortunately, so I'll just use this other dimension to our existence, this dimension of being, which is given many words. Being is one, in the past and still in the present, it would be called spirit, I like the word spirit. I like the word where spirit came from. The Greek word for spirit is sort of an interesting, it both has the implication of what we call spirit, but also breath and wind and air. All these things are really what the original meaning of spirit is. Something that's there, but not there. It's like the wind. It's there, you feel it blow through your hair, but where is it? You can't capture it like a leaf. The leaf may be blowing in the wind, but you can't capture it. You can't grab it. What is it? The same as these little moments of inspiration that you get, where being peeks through the cracks of a sort of encased humanness that many people are sort of barricaded behind. It's intriguing, is it not, that we're so often caught up in the exteriors, what we see, what we think, what we imagine, all these things. And we kind of have this sense that, that simply what we pick up in our senses is what's real. I know what's real. This table's real. That's what's real. Well, it is real. But that's not where most people live their lives. That's funny. Even the people who are very materialistic, right? That's real. It's a table, damn it. It's not God. It's not, no, I don't know about atoms or any of that crap, but I know this is here when I need it. And this chair I have, and you know what I mean? This TV remote, damn it. That's my reality. But actually, the things that even someone like that, the reality in which they actually live is actually in this unseen reality. Even someone like that actually lives in an unseen reality. You know? For instance, what does love look like? How much does it weigh? How much does it cost at Walmart? You can buy a table. How much is love? You know, a table's so damn real. How about the love you feel? You can't buy it. You can't, what color is it? You see, it doesn't have a weight to it. You can't wrap it up and take it home. I mean, you can like rack up chocolates and put bows in them and I don't know, you know, roses and everything. But these are means of inducing love, right? Reminding somebody. Love, joy, happiness, sorrow, fear, elation, peace. None of these can be measured. You can't put them under a microscope. You can't weigh them on a scale. And yet, they're a very real part of human beings. That's where human beings actually live. People live in this unseen dimension without even knowing that they're living in it. Whether it's the positive or negative aspects of it, like I said, take the negative aspect of it, you know. How much does anger weigh? What color is anger? Jealousy, hatred. We can see the effects, of course. We can see angry actions. But the anger itself, the hate, the ignorance, the greed. So it's not all, I'm not just speaking just the positive aspects of these unseen realities. I'm just saying that no matter who you are, that you're actually living in this unseen world. And that's what's motivating people, for the most part. That's the world they live in, and they don't even know it, you know? So these things are very, very real in people's lives. Not just what you can touch and feel and measure and buy and trade and sell, but actually this whole other dimension of existence.